Hello, good morning all. So, we are in the chapter now respiration in animals, and we learned the process of respiration, the mechanism of respiration, and the respiratory system. Okay, next we have to enter the last part of a chapter, that is, what do we breathe out? Okay, so we know that the inhalation involves taking in of oxygen rich air. Then what we are exhaling out or breathing out? That is the carbon dioxide that we know. Okay, to prove this, the exhaled air or the breathed out air contains carbon dioxide. There is an activity here. To do this activity, we need one chemical, that is a lime water, not the lime juice, lime water, calcium hydroxide solution. Okay, so when we are breathing out to this calcium hydroxide solution by using a straw, we can see that there is a color change for this lime water. That means the color of this clear lime water turns to milky white. This is because of the formation of calcium carbonate. Okay, so this indicates that or proves that the exhaled air contains carbon dioxide. Okay, in the same page, in page number 114, you can see there is one figure 10.7 to make the model of breathing mechanism or lungs. You can see two lungs are there. Lungs is by the help of balloon, and a Y-shaped tube is needed to show the divisions of our trachea, and another piece of balloon we have to keep in the cutted part of a bottle that acts as the diaphragm. Okay, then make this setup as airtight. When we are moving the diaphragm up and down, we can see that there is the inhalation and exhalation of our lungs, or the expansion and contraction of our lungs we can see. So this is one of the very best model to show the mechanism of breathing. Okay, so all of you want to try to do this model from your home. Okay, then you can see one table in page number 115 showing the percentage of oxygen and carbon dioxide in inhaled and exhaled air. Inhaled air shows 21% oxygen, whereas exhaled air shows 16.4% oxygen. Okay, we are taking in oxygen, then giving out. Along with the breathe out air also, some of the oxygen is coming out. Okay, then inhaled air contain only 0.404% carbon dioxide, whereas the exhaled air contains 4.4% carbon dioxide. Okay, so the next part, that is breathing in other animals or organisms. So most of the animals, their mechanism of breathing and all other the structure of lungs, everything is same like that of the human beings. The animals such as lizards, frog, lion, cow, monkey, bat, rat, etc. In all these cases, the mechanism of breathing is same like that of the human beings. But some exceptional cases are there. Cockroach. One of the examples is a cockroach and all other kind of insects, grasshopper, then mosquito, then housefly, etc. In all this kind of insects, we can see there is another special system called the tracheal system. That means when we are opening through the sides of its body, we can see very small openings are there. When we are observing the sides of his body, we can see very small openings are there. These openings are called the spiracles, and all the spiracles open to a network of tubes that is present inside in the body. This network of tubes is called trachea. So the spiracles and trachea are the two major parts of the respiratory system or tracheal system of this insects. Then what about the earthworm? In case of earthworm, we know that it may takes air from the moist skin. So when we are touching the skin of this earthworm, we feel so it is so moist. This moisturized skin helps to absorb the oxygen. So through their skin it can respire. If the skin becomes so dry, it is unable to absorb the oxygen and the organism may die. Like that we can see the frogs, they can also take in air through the skin as well as the lungs. While it is in the land, it can respire through its lungs. While it is in water, it can respire through the this skin. Then what about the fish? Fish is usually absorbing the oxygen dissolved in water. For that purpose, there is a special respiratory system called the gills. So the gills can absorb the dissolved oxygen present in water while the water is moving or passing through the gills. Okay. Then what about the plants? From lower class onwards, we are hearing that there are small openings throughout the leaves of the plants. That's called stomata. Through the stomata, the process of exchange of gases is happening in case of plants. In case of a big tree, the stomata respiration by the leaves, that is not enough to fulfill the oxygen demand of this entire plant. At that time, all the plant parts, that is the stem, root and leaf, all these plant parts start to engage in the process of exchange of gases. So the roots can take in the air from the loosened soil, and the stem shows a number of small openings throughout the stem through which the air can enter to inside of the stem. So in case of plants, all the plant parts are able to engage in the process of breathing or respiration. Okay. Like that of animals, plants are also inhaling oxygen and exhaling carbon dioxide. Only for photosynthesis they are taking in carbon dioxide and giving out oxygen, and it may happen only during daytime because sunlight is very essential for this process. Okay, at night and day, what they are doing, respiration is the common process among them. So that's all about the chapter. We completed this chapter respiration. From next class onwards we will study and we will do the exercises. Okay, thank you.